Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across.
Shot a goal! In he goes again! And for a moment, time stood still. Darren Fletcher. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Pull it. Kimmich. Iniesta.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Kimmich with the short one. Gets into some space. Chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Hernandez. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kimmich. And Atalanta go in front. How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Corinthians are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bullet gets his pass away. Nunez. There's no flag. He's found a way through. Kimmich has it out wide and in space.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Kimmich clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Atalanta are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Iniesta. And it's Hullet. To Roberto. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Back when it goes. Pull it.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jorginho. Forlan. Now it's Maradona. Maradona! They've done it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Darwin pinches it off him. Can he get it through?
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And he's managed to get rid. Has a shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Atalanta are looking to go forward now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now it's Mbappe. The fullback is in acres of space here. Now it's Forlan. Pull it. Hernandez wins the duel this time. Chance here to counter. He's picked his way through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Atalanta come in. It's Maradona! So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe is steaming forward. Mbappe is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Kimmich is standing over this one. He's gone for the shots. Oh, that's a waste. He won't be happy with that one. He has found the way through. Iniesta. Now it's Darwin. Can he finish? No mistake! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the... Haaland! Just off target.
Haaland could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Always onto this. Messi. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Iniesta. And now the breakaway. He is through here. And that's an excellent interception. Corinthians have a free kick. Atalanta still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He could be in here. A slightly better... Oh no, this does not look good. That's headed upfield. Jorginho. Bastoni. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that could set him on his way. He's onside. There's the hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Now it's Kimmich. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Haaland. He's shifted it to the flank. Has a goal! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Maradona. Mbappe. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Atalanta really could have done without this.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
The ball is on the spot, here we go.
Numero 99, numero 23, Iniesta. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important.
Hits one! And yes, it's there! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Atalanta take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Kimmich. Quality ball. And here's Haaland. Walker did just about enough to come out on Haaland! He scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Can he put it away? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Nunez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Atalanta clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
And it's Beckham. Great defending. Nunez! It's in! And he is just ripping it up! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player.
He'll try from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past. Jorginho. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals.
And can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Atalanta with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Bullet probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Costa Curta. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, played right into his path. That's a fabulous ball. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And it's Neymar. Costa Curta. And it's Guardiola. Stoichkov. Goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Atalanta have the chance to go the other way.
Look, movement creates more...
It's a mighty effort! That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Guardiola. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Nunez's cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Neymar. Cole. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Atletico Mineiro applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Gets his head to it! Goal! Atalanta! Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Atalanta have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to...
Could be danger here! And he's managed to get free. Real chance! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Atalanta clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Atalanta are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Cole might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Maradona. Cole! Out of play for a goal kick. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Darren Fletcher is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Bastoni. Neymar. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's Guardiola. Maradona for Stoichkov. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Nicely aimed pass. Maradona. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Stoichkov.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
This ended up in no man's land. Cole. Cole! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
There's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Atalanta just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Atalanta are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare all'iniziativa per uno stadio migliore. Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 6, Beckham. Lascia il campo per il numero 7, Griezmann. Cambio di giocatori.
And we're underway again. And it's Stoichkov. Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's having a go! In for the pieces! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Atalanta do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Bullet. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Haaland. Interesting ball. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Atletico Mineiro have their second corner now. Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Now it's Mbappe. Maradona. Cole. Now it's Neymar. There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Mbappe. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Pullet running with the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu. And here's Stoichkov. Now it's Haaland. Has a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Numero 7, Griezmann. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10. Il numero
And it's Neymar.
Il numero 19.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of...
Decent hit! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Well, the ball's come loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta. Rafael Leao. Beckenbauer is the guilty party there. Costa Curta. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Neymar does well to get it back. Maradona. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar. Cole. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, they could break here. Rafael Leao was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He's played it back.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cafu. Atalanta do have a chance to counter here. He is through here. And he's had it nicked away. Davids.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
Quite
di
squeezed that
recupero.
one through. We are into overtime.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's got tall. And he hits the net. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly. And
that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd...